Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh!
There's a stereotype out in the Imperial Valley. Desert Oasis is not a very good school, and I hear it quite often.
I just felt like I couldn't give up.
If I quit, who's gonna be the new attorney? I think it helped a lot.
Desert Oasis has evolved to a very positive learning environment.
And we are back from spring break. Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and other distinguished members of the audience. You're listening to Valley Vibes, a radio show produced entirely by SpartanSound Productions, Central Union High's very own production studio. I'm Daniel Montoya, and this week's episode is very special, as this will not be hosted here at Central, as per usual, but rather at Desert Oasis High School, colloquially referred to as DO here at Central. Dr. Tacky had a panel of students and a teacher talk about what it's like to attend Desert Oasis and to dispel any preconceived notions that you might have had about the school. Now, for those of you who don't know, there's a bit of a stigma attached to Desert Oasis, both in and out of the schools. It's seen as this place where undesirables are sent, a prison masquerading as a school, if you will. And we hope that by broadcasting this episode, we will clear up these misconceptions about Desert Oasis and shine a light on the great things happening there. So, without further ado, let's get right into it.
And we're live.
All right, well, first off, good morning. Good morning, everybody. I want to thank all of you guys for being here. My name is Mr. Betancourt. They know me as Mr. B here at Desert Oasis High School / Phoenix Rising. I want to thank, first off, I want to start thanking Dr. Tacky for being here and offering us this opportunity to present our school. I want to mention just really quickly how our school here at Desert Oasis has evolved over these past couple of years. There's a stereotype out in the Imperial Valley. Desert Oasis is not a very good school, and I hear it quite often when I'm at the store from my students. But I will say one thing, that Desert Oasis has evolved into a very positive learning environment for these students that are seeking that second opportunity. And I've seen how they've gone on in life, and I've had some of my students who've gone on to San Diego State University, and they're pursuing some really cool careers. So I'm going to start off by presenting one of my students, Veronica, who's going to be hosting, and she'll be asking some of the students some questions. So, Vero, pass it to you.
Hi, my name is Veronica Gutierrez. I am a senior here at Desert Oasis. And, well, first we're going to be talking about yearbook. And we do have a lovely student here today to help us out with introducing and talking about yearbook.
Hello, my name is Montserrat Tarvisu. I am also a senior here at Desert Oasis, and I will be talking for yearbook, which is actually our first year doing yearbook here in Desert Oasis, which is exciting, but a bit problematic since we're learning how to do everything for the first time, and we've finally got ourselves a camera with professional lenses and everything, and it's really fun. We're taking pictures of the moments here at Desert Oasis, students enjoying themselves, and how they've changed throughout the beginning of the year, and we're now nearing the end of the year.
Yeah.
So it's very exciting.
You mentioned that you guys finally got a professional grade camera. What were you guys using before?
We were using our phones. A lot of iPhones are used.
Ooh, so the worst quality phone.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, we're throwing shade out here. Okay.
Honestly, yeah, some of the photos were very iPhone phones. Very
exactly.
They darken the picture a lot.
Guys, Samsung is the way to go.
No
sponsors here. No sponsors.
No sponsors here.
I'm not sponsoring anyone.
Are you excited for the yearbook that's coming out?
Yes, I'm very excited because it's just fun being able to organize the pages and just see how the year has gone, and it's fun just seeing students just be involved and be happy. That we've taken so many pictures of barber class, after school activities and art, and it's just really fun to see everyone.
Mock trial.
Mock trial pictures, yes.
He had to throw it in there. He's
Yeah.
like, it can't be excluded.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mr. V. I've forgotten.
That's okay.
Where I
So,
your mock trial.
how many yearbooks are you guys making?
So we're making enough for the school
Mhm.
because we have an online website that's we have posters around
Yeah.
of the code for Tree Ring. You can pre-order there online, or we can order soon. So far we've only sold 5 yearbooks, but that's mostly because we haven't advertised them as much as we should. That's a little bit our fault, but we're gonna by the end of the year, I bet you we're gonna sell a bunch.
Hoping, crossing fingers.
Hoping, yes, hoping.
If not,
hoping.
it's out of your guys' pockets.
All I know is that I'm gonna be buying one because I'm not gonna be like using so much of my time to make a yearbook and not buy it.
You know what? Just for you, I'll buy a
Oh,
yearbook.
thank you. Thank you.
There
And
you
just-
go. We'll buy.
No. And you know what? Because Marco loves you so much too, he's also going to buy a yearbook.
Now we're lying.
All right, Marco.
Okay.
Now I expect you to buy one.
Ooh. Okay. Well, thank you, Monse.
Yes.
You were fabulous.
Thank
We're going to
you.
circle back to you in a bit. Now we're going to switch over to ASB.
Hi, my name is Natalie Alvarez. I am a senior. I am in the ASB program. It's a class where we plan activities and we do very exciting things for the other students around our school. We have like planned Mayor Spirit Weeks. We have planned little surprises for the kids. We had planned parties, posadas for the kids.
So, you left mock trial for ASB. How do you feel about that?
I feel great. Man, I was not about to do all that work. It's too much for me.
You're still doing a lot of work on ASB though.
But it's really fun because, like, you know, it's like just more like creating posters, you know, like planning and like putting decorations up, you know, like buying supplies for like other students to like have fun. So I don't really have a problem with it.
What's been your favorite part of being an ASB member so far?
Honestly, it's like making new friends and like enjoying the time with other students, introducing myself to other students that I didn't really know here, and like getting involved with like other schools, going to board meetings or like
Board meetings cannot be fun.
I actually find it like kind of exciting because like, you know, kind of made me feel like an adult for a moment. Like, damn, I feel like I feel mature, you know, like.
But then when you're an adult, you're gonna be like, nah, wanna go back to high school.
Nah.
Most likely.
I think I'm ready for life, to be honest. Like, with all the experience I've had in ASB, kind of like, I feel like I'm ready for that future, you know, to go out now and pursue my life. But, yeah, like, ASB is, like, really fun. It's, like, something that, like, if you were to come to Desert Oasis, you should, like, really join it. Like, if you want to, like, have a good time.
How many
join
students
ASB.
are in ASB?
Right now, it's only, like, 5.
Like 5 or 6, but at the beginning of the year, we had like 10, 11.
Kind of like mock trial.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Do you guys have a limit to how many students could be in ASB at once?
Yes, we do, because we don't want too many students because it's just going to cause problems. You know, we need a lot of room. And we just think, like, personally, we think that, like, 10 is, like, enough for us. Because, like I said, it's just, like, basically planning and doing, like, posters. So there's really not much that we didn't need that much people. But right now we do have a little bit because, you know, half of the ASB members did graduate. Congratulations to them.
Yay.
So we only have 5 people, but so far we've been doing good
Yeah,
with 5 people.
We've been doing well with 5 people. It doesn't take too many to do activities as long as we're actually putting in our work and dividing the work equally among each other.
Do you guys have anything planned for the rest of the school year?
Actually, tomorrow we're gonna be introducing our 2 new mascots. We have
mascots?
Panchito,
We do.
Panchito and Panchita.
10 out of 10 names.
There are 2 final new mascots for the first time where we're gonna have as mascots. They're panthers, obviously, and we're also gonna be doing an egg hunt tomorrow around the school.
Time to go pushing kids for the megs.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna move over to one more time to Monse so she can introduce and talk to us about ARC.
Yes. So ARC is just an after-school program that has clubs such as cooking. There's also culture club, which is very fun. I like that club a lot. Among many other clubs that are very fun, such as Magic the Gathering, which
What club are you not in?
Basketball.
Basketball.
Thank you, Marco. You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm not very of an outdoor person. But not only does it have these like fun activities to do, except for basketball.
Okay.
Sorry, Marco.
The
It's okay that you're not good at it.
Yeah. Sorry, Gwen.
Come on, guys.
I'm pretty good at it. It's just, I'm very clumsy, so I'd rather not.
You're not very good at it either.
At least I didn't break my leg, unlike.
Okay. Let's get back into the path of arc. Keep explaining arc.
That's part of art. You broke your leg in art.
Keep arc.
Yep.
Keep going.
Well, apart from a few incidents that we've had at ARC, Marco breaking his leg.
It was not arc.
Sorry, I got something about
Trapped outside of school.
that. And they also offer tutoring for homework, which I have gladly taken, especially for English and sometimes mock trial. When I was a mock trial student, they would help.
When you were.
When I was.
And then you abandoned us.
Listen, I had a lot on my plate. I didn't know what to do, and I helped out. I helped out.
I do want to mention Ms. Denise and Ms. Ochoa, right? Because and Mr. O.
Yeah, Miss Denise,
Mr.
Miss Ochoa.
Denise?
Miss Denise, Miss Ochoa, Mr. O, and even
Yoshi.
huh?
She got it.
There's also Miss Yoshi and
Wasn't it
Coed as well.
Wasn't Miss Rodriguez in there too?
Oh yeah, Miss Rodriguez in the beginning of the year. It's just we've seen a lot of ARC members come and go.
Yeah.
They've gone to better jobs or jobs that they wanted, and it's just very nice seeing them go. We do miss them a lot here.
Mm-hmm.
They've helped a lot of students. Miss Ochoa, I know, motivates her students right now to do better, and she's helping them a lot to get tutoring done. And I've seen so many students just hang out there just to do homework, just to like have fun also, and just have a good break from school and from home, whatever's bothering them, and make friends and hang out with people without their parents nagging about them about going out of school.
So would you recommend ARC to other people?
Oh yes, I would recommend it for everyone who just wants to have fun. Because ARC also does field trips and does clubs that people don't really, think they would be into.
Yeah.
Cooking. A lot of people don't know how to cook, and I feel like teenagers now need to know how to cook because you're old.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
We're not gonna judge her on being old, okay?
Alright. Well, as much as I would like to keep talking about ARC, we do have to switch over to Barber.
Yep.
Hi, my name's Denise Manriquez, and this is my first year in Desert Oasis. This is my first year also being in barber class. In barber class, we do so much, and I've experienced so much being there. I've been to my first showcase. We've been to field trips. We have more field trips coming up. We learned so much from what I learned. We learned about skincares. We learned how to cook both guy and girl hair. We learned how to do threadings and etc. The teacher there, I expected so much, and I got what I expected from him. He taught me so much to improve on what my dream job was. And well, sadly, this will be my first year because I'm a junior and I'm graduating now.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Well, what's your favorite part so far about Barber?
My favorite part, I would say the field trips and the showcases that we do. Especially how I competed for my first time in a showcase.
Wow.
Yeah, I competed and it was a good experience. And from now, I'm just like taking everything in before I graduate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you said this is your first year at Barber. Could you tell me a little bit more about it?
Well, we barely got our class back because I think since was it last year that you guys haven't had your class that you have to remodel it?
Yeah. They had already the stations there for haircutting, but we didn't have like a shampoo bowl or enough plugs to put our equipment, such as the hair dryers and irons.
We have a washing.
Oh yeah, we have a washing machine now for the.
There's a washing machine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a dryer?
You know the shack that's like right between the staff bathrooms?
That's where I wash my clothes.
Guys, I know where I'm coming to wash my clothes from now on.
I'm good at getting the key. No, but yeah.
Just make a copy.
When did they start the barber program here?
I think they started last year.
Yeah, last year was
year?
the first year. This is the second year that they've had it now, and more students are starting to get more involved with it as well. Since we finally got like shampoo bowls and places to plug in our equipment because there wasn't enough.
We had to get outlets, or we used to, like, us students, we used to fight for like a station too. But now it's not like that. We each have like our own station. We each have something assigned, so it's neater this time than what I heard.
Yeah.
So
I know that during periods they let the barber students get other students to cut their hairs.
Yeah.
Have you cut anyone's hair yet?
I had 4 clients max. 4. I don't only cut hair. My favorite thing to do there is doing people's eyebrows, or I braid people's hair. So that's cutting hair is not the only thing that I learned that I.
Could you braid my hair?
But by the way, Mr. B has no hair. He's
bald.
For those who can't see.
Yeah, so that joke.
That's
makes
not
sense.
true. I have baby hair.
No, he doesn't.
Bella's hair, like we say in barber.
Yeah, but that's not the only thing that we learn. Don't think that just because it's a barber and beauty class, we don't just learn about cutting hair or dyeing hair. We learn more like the details of what our skin could have or what to watch out for when we do something. So it's not just cutting hair and all that.
It's also like about the skin conditions.
Yeah.
And we, as barbers, have to analyze their skin of our clients if we're doing any facials, haircuts, because there could be something wrong with the client and they may not know it. And we could always, there's been many cases from what I've heard from our teacher that they've discovered like a cancerous like bud.
Oh.
That is terrifying.
And they caught it. They caught it before before the cancer could spread. And a barber who's not like have a doctorate didn't need like a whole year of 100 years of doctor experience.
Medical school or anything.
Yeah. So we learn about all those things that could
Catching cancer before the doctors do.
Yeah, or if you have lice.
That's it.
All right. So.
Do you have lice?
I played the 5th on that one.
Talking about pleading the 5th.
Yes.
Ah, yes. Talking about pleading the 5th, we're going to be switching over to our teacher.
Yeah, so once again, good afternoon, everybody. I am Mr. Betancourt. I'm Mr. B here. Everybody knows me as Mr. B here at Desert Oasis Phoenix Rising. I want to now talk about mock trial, since I have a lot of students here that were actually involved in mock trial this year and last year. Mock trial started in 2015 and actually started in this very classroom in which we're sitting in. It wasn't a competition where we went to the courthouse. It was a competition. It was an activity with my students in which we read The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. We actually put Johnny Cade on trial. Johnny Cade was a young boy who stabbed one of the soaps, and so he was placed on trial. And the kids went about and doing research and determining whether this was first degree, second degree, involuntary, voluntary manslaughter. It was a great experience. It was a great experiment because it's what led into mock trial to what it is today. Mock trial has been going on pretty strong for the past 9 years. This, in fact, is the 9th year in which Desert Oasis and Phoenix Rising have participated in mock trial here in the county. We are, I believe, the only at-risk or continuation school, at least here in Imperial County, that participates in mock trial. There are no other continuation schools here in Imperial County except for ourselves. I do believe there are other continuation schools in Coachella Valley, but as far as Imperial Valley goes, we are the only ones. Now, mock trial has become a great program in which it's helped a lot of my students over the years. So again, students, if you're listening to me, I just want to say a quick shout out to all those students who are in my mock trial class or mock trial team over these past couple of years. And they've gone on to do some amazing things. I know some students have kept in touch and contact that they've gone on to San Diego State. They're working in law enforcement. They're pursuing California Highway Patrol careers. They're going in as correctional officers. And so it's opened up a lot of doors for these students. So I'm going to leave it at that and pass it down to Vettel once again so she can introduce some of our mock trial students that are present here today.
Ooh, who do I start with? Oh, I know exactly who I'm starting with. There's 2. You know what? I'm going with my favorite person, my op, my nemesis. Speak up.
Hi.
Oh my god, what's your name?
Oh, my name is Marco.
Marco what?
Oh, Marco Morales. I am a part of mock trial. I was forced to stay in mock trial.
No, he wasn't.
I won't speak of that because something bad can happen to me. But I, quote unquote, really enjoyed mock trial. It was really nice. It's been a really nice experience meeting a lot of people and a lot of different people. Everyone is really different. It's really special and it's each section.
In your own way.
In their own way. One thing is that I'm a very social person and I talk a lot, but really,
Neta.
really, really before getting into mock trial, I was going through this stage where I couldn't really come up with a conversation, I guess, or more of a way like how to keep up with one.
Yeah.
I would end up just going like, oh, okay, and like awkward silence, you know.
It ends there.
Yeah, and it ends there. But mock trial has really helped me, and I know one of mock trial students here, Carla, has helped us to be able to speak more publicly. Public speaking, it's helped us a lot, and it's really nice.
Aww.
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Sure.
Sure.
I think your favorite moments in mock trial was when we were in court.
I know. Okay, so once when we went to go around competing for debates and everything like that, I was Toby Clark.
The murder.
Not the murder. I was
The murder.
accused, but I was not the murder. And
That's what he says. He states.
we were sitting there, and well, of course, like on desks and everything.
Yeah.
Like that. And at that time, I had sprained my ankle.
He broke it playing
I
basketball.
sprained my ankle.
Broke it.
I sprained my ankle. So and at that time it was really hurting. It was really itching, and like it was like I was trying to rub it on the desk because it was really itching. It was really bothering me, and like I let it slip, and so I hit the desk really hard, and you hear a lot of thud. And I try to act normal. I start looking around. I turn to my right and I see Vita just looking at me, just staring into my soul.
I was trying not to laugh.
And surprisingly, only me and Vita were the only ones that noticed that I hit my foot.
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
I highly doubt that. Someone must have noticed. They just were trying to be nice to, you know.
Well, no one looked at me. I looked
I was
around.
laughing. I was laughing internally.
Yeah, I could feel it. I could feel Mr. B just staring like to my back, his gaze.
Burning through your soul.
Yeah, running through my soul.
Okay. You mentioned Carla?
Yeah.
So we're going to switch over to her?
Oh, bye guys.
Yeah. Hello? Yeah. Okay. What's your name?
Well, my name is Carla Martinez. This was my first year mock trial. I'm a English learner, and I joined mock trial to improve my English, also to learn how to speak in public. Even though I'm still working on it, it did help me a lot. And also, mock trial helped me to improve my skills on how to manage myself, my anger and everything under pressure, under stress, and also how to be educated to other people while I'm trying to punch them.
Okay. I guess.
There was a lot of things happening in mock trial during our competitions. A lot of kids were absent. A lot of ups and downs, and I was most of the time showing up at last minute, learning other people roles and on their few minutes, and then to step in the court and fight to other kids.
Argue, not fight. We're not fighting hands.
Argue. Also, one of the times it took me to do two roles at once. I was doing a Mary, I think, and my role also.
Oh yeah.
And it was kind of funny because they told me, "Oh, pásale," and well, I went to the front. They asked me questions, and then I went to the other seat to sit down on the attorney. And well,
Attorney.
I don't know an attorney.
That's Toby Clark.
Yeah,
Toby
I was
Clark.
doing also Toby Clark.
That was me.
And also, while managing myself under that stress, I noticed that I can learn things in a few minutes, even though most people learn it in months. I have fun, even though most of the kids were trying to like quit.
Marco.
I didn't. I was
Hey.
because
I quit.
I had a goal myself that I want to improve my English. So I say, why quitting even though I have a goal and I have to accomplish that goal? So I study. I was like also having other problems aside, but like I said before, I know how to manage my stress.
You did good. We are proud of you.
So, yeah, it is. ¿Cómo se dice? Lo recomiendo.
I recommend
She
it.
recommends it.
Yeah. To those who don't know Spanish. Lo recomiendo because it helps you to improve yourself and do better on life, and also for a future when you become an adult. It can also help you to do on companies and things like that. To know how to finish your jobs and your things on time, and don't say, "Oh, I'm sorry, boss, I have this problem in the house," even though you can finish it. So,
Okay. Well, we're gonna switch over to our other English language speaker, Edgar.
Antonio.
Okay, say your whole name.
Introduce yourself.
I have 2 names. Edgar Antonio.
But what's your full name, bro?
Want me to say my full
Yes.
name? Edgar Beltran.
Okay, there you
Okay. 2 years from mock trial. Oldest from you guys, even though I'm the youngest one.
go. Most experience.
Most experience, I would say, yeah. Youngest, but most experience. I've been doing this for fun at first, but then it was for the competition. Last year, when I started, I wasn't really interested as much, but a friend made me join, I guess I would say.
Forced against his will.
Nah, not forced. Not like you did with Marco. Not like you. Well,
He's still here.
I know, you forced him.
Forcefully.
And as I
Shut up.
did my progress last year, it seemed that little by little I had more fun. I had many friends. It made me feel more comfortable with people that I was next to each other. I had things that I didn't know I had. I managed to do things that I didn't really expect for my future. I never expected to be in front of many people, doing many roles at the same time of a whole year that takes a lot of time. It took me
A lot of time.
a lot of time to process this. It took me so much last year. And when it was this year, this new school year, I was prepared. I was prepared for everything that was going through my time. I had times that were difficult, but I managed to stand up once again. And even if I was alone in many times, I just felt like I couldn't give up. Like Carla said, I just have to keep going over and over again. I shouldn't have stopped.
Like Dory once said, just keep swimming.
So special.
Exactly.
Thank you about that. And for the experience inside the court, yes, it's really, really hard to start the words. It's really hard to express what you feel and how some people can make mistakes and some cannot really be there at the hardest times.
Marco.
I had to deal with that, but I managed to overcome it, as many people just had many problems. Like Vero, you had to leave at one time. I had to actually do the journey role less than one day, like only 6-8 hours, and that's all I had. It takes months to practice that, and I managed to do it. I had to really do so much work to stand up once again. I didn't at first I care about the medals, but now I see that it doesn't matter. Medals just don't matter.
I still want the medals.
It's only the friends that we make, the friends that we make in the mock trial team.
Okay.
The power of friendship. Never
Okay,
dies.
no.
My little pony.
My little-
I'm being told to make you go again, Monte, for the third time in a row.
I've been here at DO for 3 years. My sophomore year, I went to Phoenix Rising, and ever since sophomore year, Mr. B has been on my back asking me to join mock trial. And I didn't cave my first year here, but then
The second year.
Second year was different. I felt very pressured, and I said, okay, I'll do it, I guess.
Yeah.
Very forced. And
Held that gunpoint.
a lot of students are forced into mock trial. Some friends, mostly Mr. B, but it was very fun. I did pre-trial attorney for mock trial, and at first I was just gonna be prosecution, but soon I had to take over prosecution and defense.
We don't have
which-
enough students.
Yes, the defense pretrial attorney had to go, and honestly, I was a bit nervous, and I kind of didn't want to do it, but I still did it, and it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed talking to the judges. I will admit, when we had our first competition, I cried in front of the judge a little bit.
I didn't cry in front of any judges, but during our one of our practice trials, I ended up crying like in front of everyone there.
Was I there?
No.
Oh.
No. Was it in the story?
No. What, during one of the practice trials.
Mr. Alizade, Judge Benegret was there.
Oh, yes.
And I just started
No,
bawling.
I did see her cry once.
Well,
In the story.
the judge, who was?
I believe it was Marco Nunez.
Marco Munoz. He was very...
Nunez.
Nunez?
Judge Marco Nunez.
Nunez?
Nunez, yeah.
Judge Marco Nunez, he was very nice. He saw me starting to get nervous, and he took a pause for the whole trial, and he talked us through it like, this is just for fun. This is to learn, have experience, and after that, I calmed down.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun after. I could tell I was getting better with each trial. It was really fun, and then we had a reward ceremony, which every at the end of every mock trial, there's a reward ceremony,
Yeah.
and I got best pretrial attorney for prosecution, and I was really
Ooh.
surprised. A lot of the students got medals that year and
Yeah.
plaques, and I was surprised because compared to these like Southwest and Central and Vincent, which shout out to Vincent because they were like so nice, and they were just like really cool to work with. I wouldn't say the same about Central and Southwest, but it was a competition, and they were kind of hard to beat. And Vincent, they were just like,
Vincent is so nice.
they're so nice.
Yeah. To be fair, my favorite school to compete against was also Vincent.
They're just very nice.
I know.
And they do really good points as well. I remember when I first went against them, I kind of learned from what they argued against me, and I was like, okay, pretty good points. I'm gonna try to see how I can argue against that.
And then when you actually talk to them at the end, they're like, "Oh yeah, you did so good."
Yeah,
and you're like,
they're
"No, I
very
did horrible."
Yeah, they're just very nice. But Southwest and Central, oh, they were tough. They were tough, but they
Central's
did such a good
such
job.
a hard school to beat.
They have a good pretrial attorney.
Yeah.
They have a good like attorney and mock trial team. It was surprisingly very hard. They made
Surprisingly.
Yeah, I didn't expect it because we first went against Vincent.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be kind of the same. But
Oh,
then,
I had the same thing happen to me. I was like, "No, it's two different things."
yeah. And then Southwest, I kind of lost against them for a pretrial attorney, and I was a bit upset. But you know, they did a good job.
Yeah.
So,
Hi.
Hi. Okay, well, I'm a senior at Desert Oasis. My name is Erica Rodriguez, and well, this was my first year. I feel like I gained like a lot of experience from talking in public because I wasn't really used to like talking in public, and like I believe that mock trial, like it also helped me. Like Carla was saying that it helped her, and I believe it also helped me. You know, like face my fears and everything, and be like less shy and everything.
Yeah.
Like I think it helped a lot. I do believe it was really time consuming, but
you think
it was time consuming?
Come on, we met up on Saturdays.
We met up on Saturdays. On breaks. Saturdays, breaks, after school, advisory, lunch.
But it was worth it.
Your
It was
whole
worth it.
day
It
would
was
just be
worth it.
dedicated to mock trial.
But like at the end of the day, like I believe it was all worth it.
Yeah.
Because you gain experience, you get to meet lots of cool people. You get to make you get to make new friends, new connections. Like for example, like with Mr. Alizé, and the judge and everything. Like if you want to go into law enforcement, they can like
They be hooking us up, bro.
Yeah, maybe hooking us up. True.
You mentioned Mr. Alizé like being able to hook you up with that. Do you want to do something in law later on?
I do. He told me he was going to help me get what's it called?
Explorer program?
Yeah, that Explorer
Explorer
program. Because I want to go into law enforcement. I want to do 2 years in IBC, and then after do the rest. And then after, what's it called? I want to be a California Highway Patrol.
Ooh.
Oh. So
Very fun thing.
Very fun thing.
So I believe it'll.
You want the motorcycle, don't you?
No, the car.
I want the motorcycle.
I want the car.
I want the motorcycle.
Okay. Let me go ahead and interview our last student who's our host.
Can I do that?
You want to
Yeah.
interview?
Yay.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll now be switching hosts. Welcome to my podcast. Today we are going to interview our previous host.
As I mentioned before, my name is Veronica Gutierrez. I am a senior here.
Yeah, she's old, guys.
Wow.
But I'd like to ask you, how the stress, something that we're going to talk about here, and I feel like you were the person that knew the most about this. How was the stress and the pressure about the competition?
Horrible.
Horrible.
I would go home like almost every single time after I had to stay after school and work with Mr. Alize. I would go home crying. What other schools don't realize how lucky they actually are to be able to have 2 to 3 attorneys because
Sorry. By the way, this wonderful woman right here, she did. What did you do by yourself? She was our only attorney for this competition. She did all her work by herself, which is usually 3 or 2 people. The work of 3 or 2 people all by herself, and she did great.
Yeah, usually it's like 2 to 3 attorneys per school.
Yeah.
And she did it on her own.
It was really,
All on her own.
So tell us, what exactly did you do? You did opening?
I had to write my own openings and closing, my opening and closing statements. I had to come up for the questions for 16 characters. No, 8. Is it 8?
8.
Yeah.
4 and 4.
8 characters. I had to write their questions and then give them the answers, and then I had to think of their cross-examination questions. And then I would have to also think of their redirect questions. And then I had to revise all of that so we could do it better than before.
Objection.
I had to learn objections.
Hearsay.
Which I know for some of you guys, if you guys don't know mock trial, it might sound like a lot of fancy words, but just so you know, it's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff.
A lot of paper.
Yeah, a lot of paper.
A lot of paper.
A lot of stress. Going back to your stress.
Yes.
But it's so rewarding at the end, wasn't it, Veronica? Like, wasn't it rewarding for you to be able to...
Where's my trophy?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Stress.
It's the experience, yeah.
Going back to your stress.
The experience, the friends we made.
That's your the memories. The memories, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
It was stressful. I don't think, like I was saying, the other schools don't really realize how much work you actually have to do when it's only you. And then I felt really bad because everyone needed their questions and they all needed me to help them, but it was only me. And I couldn't divide my time evenly between everyone, unlike the other schools where one attorney can take care of half of the people and the other can take care of the other half. But overall, I trusted you guys, so I was really stressed, but I was like, if I quit, who's gonna be the new attorney?
Mr. B.
Edgar.
But,
yeah.
This is the truth. Us mock trial students hide.
I cried a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Behind the scenes is very, very stressful for some people.
It's relatable.
But let's hear it. Your favorite moments. Now let's go. Happy. Your favorite moments besides me hitting my foot.
I was gonna say that.
Your favorite moments.
I think one of my favorite moments was when we went against Vincent again.
What?
Vincent is so cool. Shout out to Vincent Part 2.
Shout out to Vincent.
The other friends are gonna get jealous. Damn.
I'm sorry, but I love Vincent. They're so nice.
They were very nice.
I would recommend it. Just know it's not work for the faint of heart.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck, Edgar.
No.
Oh yeah. He's gonna be the captain next year.
Yeah,
I'm cursed.
Because Vetter's leaving, so someone has to be in charge. I'm leaving too.
I did my time, guys.
No, stay. I need someone.
No, I'm going back to South.
Everybody's gonna go like last year.
Yeah, I need
Don't worry, Ed. I'll stay.
I think you're all getting to stay.
Mr. B, aren't you a teacher?
That one was
supposed to stay
here.
You'll always, hey, at least you know
but I think
that once you
this
start.
is.
Sorry,
I think this is it. I think we're wrapping this up.
Wait, let me just say one thing. How proud I am for all of you of what you guys have done, how much you guys have accomplished here at Desert Oasis, Phoenix Rising. Again, as I started earlier, there's a stereotype in the Imperial Valley that Desert Oasis is a school
Yes.
that's for bad students. That's not true.
We're the worst.
They are not. They're amazing kids. They work better here in a smaller environment. They found their voice here at this school. And I also want to thank the people that have supported us, the judges here in Imperial County, especially Judge Lepe Negrete, our attorney coach, Mr. Eric Alizade, and all those people who have backed us up, Imperial County Office of Education, and all the other coaches from the other high schools who have helped me and helped each other, and the students to become who they are today. Thank you for all the hard work, teachers, coaches, judges. Thank you. And with that being said,
Yeah, let's.
we did it!
I think that was a fantastic episode. And it just goes to show you what you can do if you submit your ideas to Imperial Valley Vibes with a Z at gmail.com. That is Imperial Valley Vibes with a Z at gmail.com with your own ideas for your own episode of Valley Vibes. Just remember that we are not accepting individual submissions. It has to be school-wide. I'd like to thank our panelists down at Desert Oasis. Y'all did a wonderful job. And I would like to thank the audience. That's right, the ladies, the gentlemen, and the other distinguished members for listening. I've been Daniel Montoya, and we are signing off until next week when we come back with another episode of Valley Vibes. Thank y'all for listening.
This program was produced and brought to you by SpartanSound Productions. Special thanks to our guests, Mr. Eduardo Betancourt, DO students Natalie Alvarez, Erica Johnson, Marco Morales, Veronica Gutierrez, Edgar Beltran, Carla Martinez, Dennis Mariquez, and Montserrat Arvizu. We'd also like to recognize our production team, Daniel Montoya and Soren Dorantes, Dr. Thomas Tacky, creator and director of SpartanSound Productions, the administration of Central Union High School and the Central Union High School District, and Mr. Javier Fembres and Power 98 for hosting us, and to you, the listeners.